intentions.
Free throw good. A three-point play as they move in front here just before the break. He'd have the basketball.
Hey, lock up, lock up.
Stuffs it down with authority. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Waiters forced that one off the mark on the three. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks for joining us for the Halftime Report. The second half is about to get started.
Drop this, come on, we got it.
To Horford. Hayward. For three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
C to three, B to three. Some young players look like deer in headlights out there on the court. But you got something different. You got that moxie.
To Dragic. Goran Dragic. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Dragic with the basketball. His guys down big. Here comes the screen. Richardson to Wade. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
Oh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Dwayne Wade at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He struggled so far. Whoops, that won't go.
Pick it up.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Miami with the basketball. Dragic. And a pass stolen by Boston.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Horford. 4-3. Shot off the mark.
Rebound.
Good defense. To Dragic. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Ooh, I think people are leaving already.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
To Richardson. Dwayne Wade. He's now 5 for 6.
Old school equals high percentage.
Got him. Good track, good track.
Knocked loose. He'd get control. Dwayne Wade to Dragic. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Second effort. Al Horford with a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
I got him. I got him. Trap, trap,
To
trap, trap,
Irving.
trap. Got him.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Dragic with it. Down a bundle.
My ball, my ball. Hey, watch the screen left.
To Whiteside. Dragic. And hits for 2.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Dragic into the front court. Looking to make something happen. He connects. Sometimes you just have to go out there and make a tough play.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Hassan Whiteside pins it. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks. But you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
Oops, he missed the first one. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Flash at the controls. To Whiteside. The pass set it all up.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Can't connect from in close. Dragic with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. To Horford. Count it.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Dragic, the drive, right to the basket. And he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Celtics have it.
My ball, my ball.
To Irving. Screen coming. Irving. 5 on the shot clock. To Hayward. Lets it fly from long range. Gordon Hayward, tough make there. Can't really fault the defender.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Good look that time, but off the mark. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Dragic. To Richardson. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
To Hayward. Shot from the lane won't go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
To Wade. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Driving right to the basket. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. It's Wade.
I got ball. This is all me.
To Waiters. Knocked loose. Whiteside. Waiters. And drills it. Jay, spacing can be a beautiful thing.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
To Rozier.
Oh, yeah, let's go. Chop him. Yep.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Dragic. That no good. Off the mark. Hassan Whiteside. 4 out of 10.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Ball's controlled by Boston. To Marcus Morris. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it.
He showed that he had great chemistry with his teammates on that shot. Keep getting him good looks, and the one will just keep scoring.
Gets a shot up off the mark. Waiters. Not getting the bounce.
Be alert. Be alert. Here it comes. Be alert.
Don't let him split. Don't let him split.
Minutes left in the third quarter.
Tough make through traffic.
I'll tell you what, it's impressive to watch a young player this new to the NBA not be afraid to drive to the basket. Goes a long way in establishing your presence in the league.
No good. Defense catching a break there.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Beyond the arc for three. Shakes free and hits.
You know what I love about this kid, Ed? His eyes never once wandered to where the defender was. They stayed fixated right on his target, the basket. That's why he's a prolific shooter.
To Rozier. He gets it.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Waiters. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Boston with the basketball. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.